You know me. You know I dream big, and when I dream big, I need a lot. I need a whole lot. Speaking of a whole lot, you going through a whole lot. What the hell's going on, Kevin?
Oh, I left the Besties. That's pretty much it. Ain't much more to it than that.
What you mean you left the Besties? Ain't what the fuck? You the reason why the Besties a thing anyway.
That's a lot of that's a lot of credit that I don't deserve, but I do appreciate you saying that.
What do you mean don't deserve? You literally called everybody. We need to get the game back together. Get the game back together. Get the game back together. Until eventually everybody got the game back together.
Yeah. But
What the hell you talking about? That was you, Kevin. That was you.
History doesn't remember that guy. They only remember the guys that actually like fucking glued the pieces of the puzzle together. I just made phone calls. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. They only remember the pyramids. They don't remember the motherfuckers who built the shit.
Exactly.
God damn.
They only remember the top of the pyramid.
God.
Not the foundation.
Damn. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I left. It was like a whole build up to it. I was pissed off. You know, certain people get treated a certain way, other people don't.
Real as fuck.
And,
I'm about to bro. I'll smack the fuck.
All my loyalty and hard work, some stuff happened that I wanted to actually have happened, but it didn't happen the way that I wanted to have happened. So I went on a little petty spree, and by the end of it, I was like, yeah, I'm more excited about opportunities beyond the Besties and or within Kevin, the Besties, bro. And I hinted in my
he gotta figure out his own path.
Something. Pass. Resignation. Whatever.
God damn.
So you don't just fuck with him no more?
I mean, listen, I fuck with them on like a people level, but I don't really see myself following that leadership.
Are they sliding on you type shit, or like is it cordial?
Nah, I mean it's mostly cordial. There's like a few pain points. Like I got all those properties in Little Soul, and we're trying to like work out a deal on it. So depending on how that deal goes, maybe. But right now we're chilling.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, basically, I had the opportunity to wipe away fucking 6 months worth of work, and I didn't even like hint that was a thing to consider. And we all just kind of like moved on with it. It would be kind of weird for them to slide on me, in my opinion, but I don't know. We'll see.
But you Kevin Blam, bro. You can't, bro. I remember we was trying to get your ass poached in the back of O Block. Remember that shit?
I'm gonna be honest, Larry. The only reason I joined Gulaggang back in the day was because of the lighting myself on fire line. I really resonate with that shit back then.
Don't light yourself on fire. Trying to keep everyone else warm. I said that. You read my book, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you said it to me on the spot, and then that was the moment I knew that was the group I had to join.
Oh, I'm gonna start crying, bro.
But like that group and like this group now, the Besties is like two different things, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Like it's a different energy, it's a different mindset, it's different leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one thing to have Future and Forehead in the same gang, right? When they have to answer to, you know, Marty Ming, Jack Turk. It's another thing when Forehead is like the leader and Future just does what he wants and he doesn't have to answer to anybody.
Oh, here it is. What you mean by that? Like, dude, I was just bumping heads. Y'all had disagreements and shit.
No, I don't know that I want to spill all the tea necessarily.
Come on, Kevin.
Basically, I was put into a situation that put me against Future, and you know, I handled it the way that I handle shit. And he called feelings about it. He complained to Forehead, and Forehead didn't back me. And even though Forehead created the situation, and that was kind of like where the trust started to like erode, I guess, from my perspective.
That's sad, bro. Cause y'all boys, damn. Future caught another body. That's not what. I'm just.
I mean, I
didn't mean to say that out loud. That was just something I was just gonna keep it to myself. I mean, oh my god.
Listen. You cannot be in a gang with Future.
I didn't say that out loud.
He will do everything he can to push you out, to undermine you, to lie on you. You know what I'm saying? Like Future is that guy. So be careful if you join a gang and Future's in that gang, guys.
So why don't he fuck with you? Like, you do something to him or something?
No, basically, he owned a restaurant, right? At one point, but he was abysmal at managing it. There's like some spicy details on this shit, all of which I'm not going to sing here.
No, I heard about that shit.
Eventually, he transfers me the business.
He took like $500K from the business and go bought that little shorty a house, didn't he?
What the heck? Where'd you hear that, Larry?
Wait, that's real?
What the fuck?
Wait, that's real?
Yep. Yeah.
I didn't know he took it from the business. I thought that was like from his own money. I just threw that shit on top of that because I was trying to bait you to say some shit, but I didn't know that was real.
Well,
Oh fuck.
it's one of those things where like it's in the gray area, right? Because there wasn't for a little while there was no distinction between his money and the
He
money
lying?
the businesses made. Because nobody,
Bro, I love that motherfucker, bro.
like most of these people, didn't keep track of it. We started keeping track of it in the last 3 weeks.
That brother was triggered.
Right? But he had owned it for like almost 2 months before that. And in that time, he'd accumulated like $500,000 in debt to staff and other people by the time I took ownership of it. So if you were to tell me that like that money came from somewhere and then went somewhere that it shouldn't have, you know, I would believe you. But yeah, so basically, Forehead calls me down one day to like
Hey,
press
get back
this
in the
guy
camera,
'cause
bro.
he's not in the uniform or whatever.
Yeah.
So I do it, but he's in front of this girl and he puffs his chest out, and
No.
I don't take that shit. Like I'm so spoken or whatever, but it's an act. I'm gonna be honest, guys. It's a fucking. I'm bamboozling everybody. I'm not nice, especially when it comes to business.
Oh, I know you're not nice. I saw it on Twitter. I saw it.
Yeah, that's in me. You know what I'm saying? But I keep it under lock and key because. Well, anyways, I go down there. I press this guy. I tell him to put on a uniform real nice. He doesn't like it, and then he goes to like puff his chest out. He's not gonna put on a uniform. He got the business. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, I bet I'm gonna fire you. I'm gonna fire anybody who's not wearing a uniform. There's nothing you can do to stop me. And then he says, oh, you're not gonna do shit. Basically, like forcing me to do it, right? Because I'm just not gonna not do it after he says that, right? So I go back there, I pull him off the books, and me and him get in like a fucking 10-minute argument. And this is where it all kind of starts. But this is all like Forehead's
But Ma, thank you so
creation. I
much for the
told him
gifty,
before
bro.
I went down there that I am going to send anybody off duty if they are not wearing the uniform. And then I asked him if he was sure he wanted me to do it. And he said yes. So I went down there, I sent this guy off, I fired him, and I was ready to fire the other lady, but she ended up leaving.
Mhm.
And then that's kind of where everything spiraled out of control. Because then he said he would make it his life mission to make sure that they took the business out of my name and blah, blah, blah.
What the fuck?
And he started retweeting. Oh, actually, Larry, you were kind of involved in this, low-key. There was like that tweet where I guess you were pissed off about Jack Bates or whatever.
Yeah.
And you tweeted die at me ironically. Well, he retweeted that shit unironically, right? And then the very next
I remember
day.
that.
Yeah, and then the
But
very
I
next day.
don't want no smoke. I was just playing because I was really more mad about Jack and what he told me. It was pissing me off, pissed me off so bad.
You're good, but like when you're tweeting that, I know you're joking, right? But like when he's tweeting that, I know he's like he's being annoying about it. You know what I'm saying? And then the next day, I guess there's like some shit. The manor get out of this war with Hydra, and then he's like texting James to antagonize issues between the two groups. And they're in my parking lot because they're buying shit for me or whatever. And they ask me, "Oh, tell me some shit about Future," because they know that I don't fuck with Future at this point, right? And then I was just like, I told them the shit about the house because everybody know about the house, right? People didn't know necessarily. That
Oh, come on, Kevin, that's petty.
I guess that group just didn't know about it. Period. So then they take that and then they get all these fucking like AI generated images of Iron Man Future outside of a house and that and shit.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy work. But yeah, and then he shows up to my spot and he starts screaming at me in front of like all my employees and shit, and not gonna take that. So I start fucking like talking shit, and I tell him, yeah, I did. I told the truth, blah blah blah. And then I tweet out some shit specifically regarding the situation I just had with him in front of all these people about like, oh, hang around's really acting up or some shit like that. And then all of a sudden Flippy just chimes in. And that's when me and Flippy go at it for like an hour. And then from that, I have all these meetings inside of the gang, and people are like, not even that pressed necessarily, but for some reason they decide, all right, we're going to do something about Future. We're just not going to tell you what it's going to be because we're not sure yet.
Mm-hmm.
And can you hand over the houses, Kevin? You know what I'm saying? Can you just slide us back the warehouse with all the blood going? You know, just in case. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bet, yeah, I'll transfer you guys all your shit back. So from my perspective, it looked like, okay, I spoke out about Future from a situation that spiraled out of something that someone else created, but I'm all of a sudden having my like integrity and whatever questions, right? And at the same time, the next day we go to war with the Manor, which is something that Future's been thirsty for a long time. And then that whole thing happens, and by the end of it, so much time has passed that nobody gives a fuck about there being any sort of like consequence, you know?
Mhm.
And then it just kind of goes on and on, back and forth, and I transfer more properties. I start like doing some shit that Future would do. You know, when he got demoted to a hang around initially, bro didn't show up for like a week, and then at the end of it, Forehead made his punishment more of a
Sound like somebody
cosmetic
we know.
punishment, right? Where he was still technically a hang around, but he got treated like a fucking OG practically. And
Mhm.
I stopped coming around during the other storm because I'm like, all right, well, I don't really need to actually be in the city 16 hours a day. Like, I just don't, period. So if I'm going to be around, I'm just going to be around the time that I'm normally around. And bro, I kid you not, the whole fucking gang just imploded. Like the moonshine should stop running, the farming should stop running, the fucking restaurant. And none of these motherfuckers decided like, oh, you know what, let me just make one phone call to any farmer in the Yellow Pages to get any of the shit that we need so that we can keep the ball in the air. Instead, they're just gonna fucking doom about how Kevin is fucking over the businesses and blah 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 blah.
Wait, they were like mad at you just because you want to just like fuck it. I need a break to myself type shit.
Yeah, more or less, more or less. And then that was like one of the like 30 things that annoyed the fuck out of me. And then by the end of it, I was just like, you know, I fuck with a lot of these people on an individual level. You know, I have a lot of respect for Ming and these guys, but I don't think I see myself being enthusiastic about coming around to like make
It ain't
money for
gaslighting if
them
Larry only
doing
knows
boring
one part of the
shit so that they
story.
can then go and do fun shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, you
I'm
just
just
chatting
not
now.
like I can't get that formula or that equation to work in my brain, so I may as well leave because anything I do is just kind of tainted at this point. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I left, and now we're here. We're basically talking about properties and shit, but those negotiations are still ongoing, so I can't really talk about them.
Damn, nigga.
Yeah, it's been quite the fuck. It's been quite the 2 weeks, honestly.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate, brother. I hate that you are going through this shit, man. And it's
It's just another day in life.
nobody like upset. Like Kevin Blam gone. Like we literally lost our best everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, there were some people that were definitely trying to like, you know, not take this step, but once I feel like once my mind is made up about something, or once I start moving in a direction, it's real hard to stop the momentum. Kind of like what I do in Gulaggang, you know what I'm saying? Like I must have had like 20 meetings with everybody in Chain Gang
but
before I
my thing
decided.
is like, what are you gonna do now, Kevin?
I don't know if I can make money, chill, see where life takes me. I don't have like a plan, but actually, I guess I kind of do have a plan, but it depends on whether or not I'm able to still operate out of the plaza, right? So I got 3 buildings there.
Don't bring
But
your ass
if
over here with
I
that shit. You're crazy.
wake up, try and do something there, and just get shot every 30 minutes, then
Cement
it's not really
shoes,
gonna
nigga.
work, you know?
All right, let me focus on role play.
Figure out another way to do things.
I'm kidding.
So depending on how those negotiations go, then I'll be able to piece together the rest of my life.
Yeah, man. Shit. Out of everybody, I really hate that you going through this shit. What did Ming say anything? He just like, whatever. I don't care type shit.
No, I mean, to be honest, the last person I had a conversation with in the gang was Ming, and it felt like he wanted me to. Or it felt like the door was there for me to walk it back if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying, but it's like hard to go back once the ball starts rolling. He actually had like the best solution for the properties, but it's one of those they have to talk amongst themselves before they can get to a decision.
Leave it to Ming to save the day, per usual.
I mean, he did low key, bro. Forehead was gonna fuck me over. Bro wanted me to pay like 150K a week and fucking 600K and like.
Did you tell him to also suck the skin off your dick as well?
I didn't tell him all that, but to be honest, the conversation with us didn't end that cordially. But once Ming chimed in, like I feel like we can actually like make it work. You know, like I can be where I want to be, do what I want to do without having issues with my past.
Damn.
This stays here though, all right, guys. Don't go and spread it to everybody.
Nah, that's 4-4, bro. They don't want to talk to nobody.
Okay. I definitely told Apple one thing one time, and then he told like,
Apple's
the whole gang.
not here.
That's Apple.
That's Apple. That's it. That is your fault for
That's
talking
your
to Apples.
fault.
Don't blame that on
shouldn't have
Apples.
did that.
That is on
literally
you.
Apple.
That is your fault. You talk to Apples, knowing damn well that motherfucker seemed like a canary.
That's true.
I ain't gonna tell nobody. Maybe Martin, but that's it.
Yeah, Marty's gonna tell Ford immediately, but that's fine, I guess.
It's just like you the only motherfucker that was making money, or at least as far as I know. Shit, you was the only motherfucker that was making money.
Yeah, I mean, see, the reason that it's like kind of an L for the gang's perspective is like, not only was I making money, but I was like doing the things that the gang wanted to do without
That
relying
they
on the
didn't
gang.
want to do. You was doing it.
Yeah, and then I was like making other shit possible for other people. You know what I'm saying? Like all these guys wanted to make money. They didn't know what to do. I put them onto the moonshine. I did the farms. I sold the formulas. I kept that shit running. You know. So it's gonna be interesting now to see like how everybody kind of pieces it together.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really have any bad blood. Like I'm down to work with them and sell them shit or potentially give them access to facility and sell them seeds. You know. But that's more of a if they want to go that route versus if I want to go that route.
I don't got an
So what's next for
inspirational.
you?
What's the inspiration? Chat. What's something inspirational we can tell
I
this
mean, see how this
motherfucker real
plays,
quick?
plays out and try and make as much money as
Oh,
possible.
actually, I got it. I got it. Don't worry. I got it.
I mean, not
Yeah,
not
the
for
clown
everyone.
one.
I
Yep.
don't actually think that anything significant gets done in the city by yourself. So eventually, I got to go somewhere.
Interesting.
Well, listen, Kevin. You can't blame a clown. You can't blame clowns for acting like clowns. You just gotta ask yourself, why do I keep coming to this circus? Every situation in life has two handles, one by which it can be grasped and the other one where it cannot.
Are you reading from your book right now, Larry?
When one door closes, another one opens.
Oh, fantastic! Music to my ears.
Damn, Kevin, I hate that you're going through this shit, bro.
I mean, it could be worse. It could have been somebody who's like imagine it happened to somebody who didn't have like options after the fact, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna be good regardless of if they want to fuck me over, fuck me out of Little Soul or whatnot. Like I made all that money to begin with. It wouldn't even be an option for that crew to have it if I didn't take the initiative to buy it. You know, it wasn't on anybody's radar. There was no funding from
Yeah,
anybody.
they could have shot your ass. They did a Ratchet.
Yeah, I mean they could have.
You know, Ratchet still ain't recovered from that shit, right?
Wait, really?
Every time he see me, that's all he's talking about.
Nah, listen, I'm giving myself 3 to 4 business days. After that, I'm not talking about this subject again.
Yeah, man, I get it. I'm well. Listen, if you ever need a vent again, I'm right here, bro. I don't care. I'll listen to you talk all day. I'm always keep it to you straight though. So I feel like y'all both just like y'all both hard headed. All of y'all hard headed and just don't ever want to admit y'all wrongs. Never, ever. Y'all never want to apologize. Y'all never want to be like, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you was right. And yeah, type shit. Y'all just need to man up. Let this shit blow over. And give you space now. Yeah, give you some spaces now because y'all hot at each other. But y'all don't need to goddamn split off and go different ways because of some disagreements. I mean, even though you said that shit on Twitter, but shit can be forgiven and forgot, bro. And
yeah, I mean,
friendships
the worst
shouldn't
shit I
die
said
because of words. You know what I'm saying? I mean, words can hurt, but it shouldn't cut that deep to the point where y'all not fucking with each other no more, unless you talking about somebody dead. I mean, that's how deep it can go. But me personally, what I'm saying is, basically, I feel like y'all just got so much of a deep-rooted bond that cannot be disrupted ever. And with you being gone, it's going to be even more of a bigger rift. And I feel like it should be your duty to be like, no, you guys actually need me. It's not me. Yeah, you just go in there with some big hot shit like you guys need me more than you ever know, and you know that. And I would hate to see what I tried to build back to be destroyed on some whole shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
You already left. Shit.
I'm not on that energy. You know? I don't feel that way.
God.
Nor would I want to like change the outcome.
Wait, did you already leave?
Yeah, I'm gone.
Oh, okay. Forget everything I just said then.
yeah, I'm done. And to be honest, if I would have had this conversation with you yesterday, I think I had already been in my mind.
Yeah.
Like trust is one of those things where if people don't see it in me, and I feel like there's no way for me to bridge that gap, then I may as well go and find it elsewhere or build it elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Goddamn. Well, there's no. Well, I can tell you this: you can't join Hydra. They don't like your ass.
Yeah, I mean it's a mutual feeling.
Yeah. Fuck them. Well, you have asthma?
I did as a kid, but I'm gonna be honest, I haven't had any asthma issues in a long time.
In the car, please.
What's my time?
Damn it. You guys have a go, all right?
All right. You
Take
too.
care.
Bye, Kevin.
Mr. Kevin.
You need to let me know.
I'll call. Hey, Kevin, I'm gonna call you in a little bit.
I'm not driving. Fuck.